Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here to check on everyone. I haven't been posting a lot. I've been dark on social media. I've just been having a really hard time with my grandpa passing a few weeks ago and trying to be here for my family. And I just have such a small family, even more so that he has now passed away. My Crohn's has been so-so. I've felt better some days, and some days I felt awful. I've had issues with my depression and anxiety a lot. I did get put on some Xanax because I've had increased panic attacks. So yeah, I just needed to check in. I just want to make sure everybody's doing well, everybody's doing okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to still update. I'm still gonna try to post. I'm still gonna try to be positive and uplifting. Last Sunday I went to the Crohn's and colitis walk in Cleveland, Ohio. It was awesome. It was amazing. I met a lot of warriors like myself, lots of support, lots of sponsorship, lots of fellowship, and it was amazing. So I'm excited for the Akron walk in September. So if you're in Ohio or in the Akron, Northeast Ohio area, come out to the walk in September. I will post a link on my Instagram, and I'll try to post a link here. As far as medications go, I'm still on taking everything since my hospital visit. I'm still having the joint pain, still having Crohn's pain, just normal Crohn's life, but I just take it one day at a time. I'm pretty sure my stress and anxiety come from my form of grief right now with losing my grandfather a few weeks ago, so it's still so fresh. I've been so depressed lately. I've just felt alone. I felt angry. I felt overwhelmed. I have felt happy, unhappy, but mostly sad, just mostly because I spend a lot of my time alone. I spend a lot of my time doing my advocacy work and doing a lot of social media things and connecting and talking with people, and spending quality time with my son to the best of my ability, because it's just been a really, really rough season right now. As far as June is concerned, I'm over June. Like, I'm ready for it to be gone and start July over. My son will be turning 11 in July, so I've got a party to plan. And I've just been hanging out with my family, just being with my mom and my grandmother, just trying to get the pieces back together, trying to grieve, trying to make it through, trying to figure out the next steps that we need to do. How are we going to move on from this? Life and the world keeps moving no matter who dies, so you kind of have to pick yourself back up and keep it moving. My depression has gotten better. I've reached out to a lot of friends and just been able to talk about my feelings and what's been going on with me. I am supposed to be seeing a therapist soon. But as for right now, I haven't had increased anxiety within the past 3 days. I think I've calmed down a little bit with my change in my medications, which you guys know I'm not ashamed of talking about my issues, talking about my problems, letting people see what a lot of people choose to ignore, and the medicines that I have to take in my life. It's just been really, really crazy. Like, crazy. So yeah, as far as social media goes, I'm going to continue my channel. I'm going to continue on Instagram. I'm going to continue on Facebook and Twitter. I'm still going to advocate. I'm still going to post about my experiences, Crohn's life, my family life, just to spread positivity. I want to just uplift people and try to make sure people don't feel alone like how I feel sometimes. And that's okay. That's okay to have those feelings. It's okay to feel grief. It's okay to be fed up with your illness. It's okay to be, depressed and sad. But it's how you get out of it is what makes you a better person. That's what makes you stronger. I have been without AC in my house since the beginning of the summer. And I've been on prednisone Now I'm on my last taper dose for a half a tablet. So I've been increasingly irritated. I've been increasingly hot. I've been sweating a lot, night sweats, muscle pain, joint pain, and fatigue, even though the prednisone keeps me up. So my mind is like this constantly, even though I'm so tired. My brain just won't shut off. So finally Wednesday they came, they repaired the unit. So it's been in the high 80s, almost upper 90s right now in Northeast Ohio. So the air has been a godsend. That was the whole point of me buying a house, was to make sure that I had central air, to make sure that I had everything that I needed in my home if I'm going to make a big purchase like buying a home. So for it to not be working, I was really shocked. I was very upset. We have a warranty company and I had to fight with them. At first it was pre-existing and now it's not. They covered up to $1,500 to fix the unit. So now it is working properly. Pray for me, fingers crossed, that it will continue to work all summer or until the whole machine itself dies. But I'm hoping that the quick fix will continue to put out this cold air in my house so that we can be comfortable. So yeah, I've been kind of distant, mainly because of my moods have been up and down with this prednisone, which usually happens, which is why I have my moon face and my chubby cheeks right now, because that's what happens when I get on it. I've also lost a tooth, from the calcium and my vitamins and things that are getting taken out of my mouth from my disease and from my prednisone. Sorry, my son, he's playing Fortnite. He's being loud and obnoxious, as always. So don't mind him. He's just screaming because he's freaking crazy. That's why. So I've just been kind of distant. I've just been angry. I've just been angry a lot. I've been snapping a lot. I've been cussing people out a lot. I've been making a lot of phone calls and being really irritated. Just trying to do business things and trying to get things worked out. My financial situation has kind of been limited right now. A lot of unexpected bills and funds that needed to be paid after my grandpa died and things like that. And things for the house that I didn't anticipate happening that had to be taken into account and paid for in the budget that was not normally in the budget. So I'm just trying to deal with that, I'm just trying to deal with adult things, adult situations, life, growing up, being a first-time homeowner, doing it by myself, being a single mom. And I'm just trying to live, I'm just trying to do the best I can. And I get frustrated with myself because I can't do everything. And I wish I could go out and work and make some more money, but I'm just too ill to do so, and I'm not allowed to do so. So that's why I turn to social media a lot. I'm on social media a lot because I have a big community there with Crohn's. The people understand what I'm going through because people like to understand, but they don't really understand the chronic pain that I have, the things that go on inside my body, that I don't look ill and I don't look sick, but yet I'm still sick, and I'm in a lot of pain. And there's nothing really they can do. I did see the surgeon yesterday, and he said he's not going to operate on the adhesions that I have now on my bowel, and it could be scar tissue from my first surgery. So he's not going to touch it because I'm on the Entyvio, which is already an immunosuppressant, and I'm already on prednisone, which is also an immunosuppressant. So my healing would be a terrible idea to cut me open right now, which I'm totally fine with. I'm totally fine with him not going in if he doesn't have to, if it's not an emergency. So I'm just trying to deal with chronic pain. I'm trying to deal with grief. I'm trying to deal with house and grown-up stuff. I'm trying to deal with finances. I'm trying to be a mom. I'm trying to just do the best I can by myself with what I'm given. And, that's all I can do. I can't do anything more than that, All I can do is tell my story, uplift people, reach out for help, talk about it, realize the issues that I have, and figure out how I'm going to work on it, how I can make myself better. I'm trying to eat better. but my body, I can't do a lot of like veggies and beans and things like that to help me lose the weight that I'm gonna have after I finish this medicine. So I'm trying to come up with alternatives that I can use to lose weight. I can't really lift anything. We're gonna try to start doing some walking. And my mom was planning on maybe we should just get some bikes and just me, her, and my son, we just start right in the neighborhood, which would be great exercise. But again, I can't do a whole lot because the pain comes along, and then the humidity and the heat makes it really difficult for me to be outside for an extended period of time. I've been playing basketball in the backyard with my son, which is great. It's tiring and it hurts, and I don't want to, but I do because I need to. I need to get out. I need fresh air, and so does he. So yeah, I just wanted to come in here, update everyone, let everybody know how I'm doing, that I'm still here. I just haven't been posting because we've just been going through a really hard time in our family right now, and I'm just trying to figure it out, just trying to figure it out. I've lost all the men in my family, except for my other grandfather on my dad's side, and besides my son, those are the only men that I have in my life. It just makes me realize your grandparents get older. Even though you get old and you're close with your grandparents, you don't actually think of them dying. You think of them to be here forever. They're invisible. They're the best. They're invincible, not invisible. Lord have mercy, help me. You just think that they're going to be here forever. And the reality is that they get older and they do get sick, and things like this happen. And I'm just so close with my family because we have such a small family. So it's just always been my family. I'm an only child. I don't have a lot of, a lot of other siblings or other people that are going through this with me. It's just me, my mother, and my grandmother right now. I have half siblings, and I love them dearly. I love them so much. But that's not their grandparents, you know what I mean? So they don't really understand what I'm going through and what I'm experiencing. My grandpa's been my favorite person my whole life. I've always looked up to him. I've always been spoiled rotten by him. I was always at his beck and call. If he called, I'm there. I'm going to do it. I do what he needs to do, what he needs me to do for him, and no questions asked. And I do the same for my grandmother, and I do the same for my mother. It's just how we work. We just give and be there for one another. So it's really strange, like going over my mom's and going down in his room and seeing, like, I'm expecting him to be down there and he's not. So it's an adjustment period. It's still been really early. It's still really raw for me. But this happens, when it rains, it pours, and all I can do is try to pick myself back up. My son and I, we have a roof over our head, gas, water. We have the air conditioning, we have food. I have everything that I need right now. I may not have the amount that I want in my bank account. I can't shop like I want to, or go out like I want to, or, spend money or go travel. But we have what we need. And then we have each other. So, this Crohn's warrior mama just wanted to check in with my followers and everyone who has supported me or sent us condolences. Those who have reached out and that have been there for me by text, or have dropped by or come over or checked in on me. I really, really appreciate it. I really do. This is just the real, the raw, the me. And it's just the way it is. I'm going to just continue to do me. I'm going to continue to try to be as positive as possible. And I'm going to continue this fight with my disease and my issues and my mental issues. That's always going to be a work in progress. There's always things you can improve on. There's always alternatives of how you think and how you cope with certain things. and getting the tools to learn how to do those things, to make that a habit instead of the old habits, you know, because I'm going to close myself off, kind of ignore type of person, leave me alone. I want to be dark in my room and be depressed, and I listen to depressing music or watch depressing videos. Like, I just need to emote and get those pain and that feeling out. So I'm that type of person. But then on the other hand, I do like to reach out, and I do like to talk, and I do like to have people understand, you know, help them understand how my mind works and how my body is and what I'm going through. So again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has reached out to me and have had kind and loving messages. And to like the 3 friends that I do have that I can turn to. I thank you so much for being there for me. And yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back on shortly, and I'll keep you guys updated. I will continue to motivate, continue to advocate and educate and donate, baby. So, until next time, dudes. See you later.